What's up, Nail Geeks? It is that time of year again, and I have Glam Polish's Halloween Horror Shop collection to show you guys for 2021. If you are new to this type of release, this is essentially a very limited edition collection based off of pop culture references to horror, and they're very limited to only what is going to be released for that day. So per usual, this year we've got 20 polishes to check out. I have all of them to show you guys. So without further ado, let's dive right in, and I'll have more details at the very end during the recap of this video. So first up is the Lords of Salem. This is described as a white crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, neon, and metallic glitters. So this has a super crelly formula to it. It does have quite a bit of a squish factor. I think you can get a good idea of that on the first coat here. I had no issues in terms of getting glitters out of the bottle, so I didn't need to do any fishing, but they are of the heavier size, especially the black shreds to this one. So I'm going to suggest going in light on your coats, allowing it to slowly build up so you don't get too much on your nail for your coats. And I think 2 to 3 thin coats is going to be perfect for this one. Now you may want to use a glitter smoothing top coat to finish off as well. And next is Annabelle. This is a red with shifting iridescent flakes, neon, and metallic glitter mix. So this is straight up jelly formula. It's got a beautiful opacity to it, and I was pleasantly surprised that even though this is very, very opaque, really pigmented in how it finishes, I didn't have any staining issues with it on my gel overlays. So really awesome there. This also has quite a bit of a texture to it. So honestly, I think the majority of the polishes to this release are going to require a glitter smoothing top coat underneath glossy top coats, just because these are lots and lots of heavier sort of glitters in quite a few of these finishes. And next is It's Only a Movie. This is described as a bright yellow crelly with matte and metallic glitters and a hint of shimmer. So this is one of my top picks. I actually have a couple favorites, and I'll make sure to make note of that as we go over them. This is one of my first ones, and I really liked this base color. Very lovely white undertoned sort of yellow mix. It does have just the slightest bit of a lime sort of undertone to it. Easy build up here. These all have excellent coverage. I don't think I took many up to 3 coats. This is no exception. And again, I used a glitter smoother underneath my glossy top coat. And next is Witches of Eastwick. This is described as a deep purple jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and neon orange glitter mix. So this one also has a jelly finish to it. It does apply quite opaque. Again, I had no issues in terms of staining or a need to go fishing for those glitters on this. I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect. I think the majority of these are perfect at 2 coats. But it's going to depend on how thin you tend to go in on your personal application preference. So this one was quite a bit on the thirstier side. So again, this is another one. At the risk of repeating myself on most of these, I would suggest a glitter smoothing top coat. And next is Please Don't Feed the Vampire. This is a fuchsia crelly with aurora shimmer, metallic glitter mix, and ultra hollow glitter. Another one of my favorites in the set. This is a beautiful, flattering, very vibrant hot pink, definitely having that strong fuchsia vibe to it. And it's cool toned in person, even though it's very much what I consider heavily flirting with being a neon. The glitters, again, I had no issues for fishing and no need for careful placement, nothing like that. There's also that fine particle holographic glitter mix in here that's going to give you this very scattered sparkle. I do think it's a touch subtle indoors. You'll see it more outdoors, and again, finish off with a glitter smoother. And next is Bates Motel. This is a deep teal crelly with shifting multichrome flakes, metallic glitter mix, and aurora shimmer. Another one of my favorites. I really like the base color to this one. It's a true type of teal in my opinion, and this one does apply just a touch lighter compared to the others, but honestly I feel like it's done purposely in that it has that nice pond effect between your layers. So this one you may want to go up to 3 coats on, again depending on your preference, as it's going to give you that wonderful pond effect between your layers for the glitter mix going on here. The aurora shimmer, in my opinion, is what I would consider on the more subtle side. It's not so much in your face. I think what's going to catch your attention the most is the metallic glitter mix. And next is The Return of the Living Dead. This is a bright green crelly with matte and metallic glitter mix, aurora shimmer, and ultra hollow glitter. So this one's quite similar to It's Only a Movie, which was that bright yellow Crelly. This one is true lime action happening, very true white undertoned slimy green. Please note in person it is just a touch more cool toned than what you're seeing on the video here, just in case this one doesn't tend to behave across screens. I had no issues in terms of fishing for this one either. Again, give your bottles a really good shake, especially for Crellys like these, and you shouldn't have any issues in terms of fishing or trying to get those heavier pieces up, but again, they do dry down textured. And Children of the Corn is an orange hollow with shifting iridescent flakes and a hint of ultra hollow glitter. So this one reminds me of Glam's older finishes. I used to collect these like nobody's business, and I'm really happy to see some of them making an appearance. There's 2 of them in this set, and this one is very much holographic-like. It's going to sparkle quite a bit in the sunshine, and it's got those matching flakes to go along with that nice warm sort of almost burnt sort of orange. So it's more like an orange with a red undertone to it, in my opinion. I think this one's going to be perfect at 2 coats, just like the others. And next is Say Cheese and Die Again. This is a green hollow with shifting iridescent flakes and a hint of ultra hollow glitter. So again, we have a lovely hollow sort of finish. The flakes in this one also kind of match up in a contrasting way against the base color. I think this is a slimier type of green with more of a dusky sort of appearance to it. It does appear just a touch on the lighter side in terms of formula, but go in normally, and I think 2 coats is going to be perfect for it. This is one of the few in the set that I really don't think you're going to need any sort of glitter smoother, as everything lays down really flat. It just dries down on the flatter side. And next is Every Town Has an Elm Street. This is a bright orange Crelly with matte and metallic glitter mix, shifting iridescent flakes, and a hint of Aurora shimmer. So this one is very Crelly, once again, very similar to the other, I dare say, neon Crelly finishes in this set. Easy peasy formula here as well. I think 2 coats is perfect. I would strongly suggest being careful to not overwork this one, as it does have that strong squish factor. Now those black shreds that you're seeing in here, they do offer quite a bit of a heavy texture type feel. So again, I'm going to very, very much recommend a glitter smoothing top coat, a really decent coat of it to smooth this one out. And Fear Street is a silver hollow with shifting iridescent flakies and matte and metallic purple glitter mix. So this one is straight metallic action. I think if you go in very, very thin at 1 coat, you might be able to get away with using this one as a topper, but overall it's of course meant to be worn alone. Now again, those black shreds are going to give you quite a bit of a texture-like feel with a glitter smoothing top coat with this one too. I didn't have any problems in terms of fishing per se, but those really large black shreds, especially the one that you're seeing on my middle nail there, I did have to do just a touch of careful placement with, as I do have a strong C curve and I didn't want it poking up. And next is Helstrom. This is a silver hollow with shifting iridescent flakes and matte and metallic glitter mix. So another lovely holographic type finish. I really appreciated those little iridescent flakes to this one. It gives it this warm sort of glowy effect. And overall in the sunshine, once again, you're going to see quite a bit of that silver hollow action happening. Now this one also has that strong metallic feel once again. Because of all the holographic goodness, I think 2 to 3 coats is going to be perfect depending on how you apply. This one isn't so thirsty per se, even though it does have those glitters there, but you're still going to want to finish with a good thicker top coat. And next is Bite Me. This is a sangria holographic with ultra hollow glitter. So this is probably one of my favorites. I would even have to say the top 3 in the set for me. I loved this finish. Again, I was really excited to see some straight creamy holographic goodness in this collection, because back in the day I used to go bananas for Glam's hollows, and this is again no exception. Easy peasy, flirting with being a 1-coater, and absolute wonderful buttery smooth application. It dries down glossy, so I think any top coat's fine. And next is Bride of the Living Dummy. This is a deep purple jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and neon glitter mix. So this one has that nice curly sort of feel. This is straight up juicy jelly action. So I'm going to suggest going in normal to light on your coats and try not to overwork it, as this one does have a little bit of dragging from the very large glitters in it. Just allow it to do its thing. And again, go in light. I think that's the key for this one. And true to a jelly finish, this is going to absolutely darken out depending on whether you wear it at 2 to 3 coats. I honestly thought that 2 coats was perfect. I didn't have any over buildup with it, and just again, allow it to slowly build up. This is another one that you're going to want to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat. And next is Evil Dead. This is a purple hollow with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So again, we have that nice hollow finish. Another one of my top picks in the set. This has an easy application to it as well. Very easy buildup and opacity. I think 2 coats is perfect for it. And the iridescent flakes in this one also contrast very well against that base color. I didn't have any problems in terms of thirstiness or extra texture with this one. So I honestly think any glossy top coat is going to be perfect for it. And next is the Mind Flayer. This is a dark blue jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and white glitter mix. Another one of my top picks in the set. This is, again, very juicy jelly sort of feeling to it, and it applies quite heavy due to the glitter mix in here. So once again, very similar to Bride of the Living Dummy, I'm going to strongly suggest going in light on your coats to prevent over buildup. Definitely treat this one like you are smoothing butter over toast, and definitely keeping it nice and even across your nail, so there's no unevenness to how it's appearing on your nails. And again, this one you're really going to want to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat underneath your glossy top coat. And next is Supernatural. This is a dark purple jelly with shifting iridescent flakes, multi-chrome flakes, and white glitter mix. So again, juicy jelly, once again at the expense of sounding like a robot at this point, but we have very heavy sort of flakes in here too, in addition to those medium-sized flakes. So as you can see, I got one of those real chunky ones right there, and they behave really well. I didn't have any problems in terms of anything poking up or sticking out of the jelly base, but once again, finished with a very glossy top coat and a glitter smoother for this one too, just to even everything out and level it off and give you that very juicy jelly appearance that I personally definitely appreciate with all these glitter and flaky sort of mixes. And next is Queen of the Damned. This is a dark teal jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and neon pink glitter. Another one of my top picks in this set. This is very fun. I think this is definitely versatile, and yeah, it does have a bit of a vampy feel to it, but I think it could also pull as a spring, almost summery sort of vibe too. I just really liked the contrast between the glitters, the flakes, and that base color. And when you finish with a real glossy top coat, it just gives this really strong depth, like a mosaic effect with the flakes in this one. So you may want to finish with a glitter smoothing top coat underneath your glossy, just in case if your typical top coat is on the thinner side. And next is Blood and Black Lace. This is a plum jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and neon glitter mix. So again, once again, we have a juicy jelly sort of finish with this one. It's less heavy on the glitters for Blood and Black Lace than say some of the others we saw in this set so far. And it's mostly that iridescent flaky effect. Now this one does have those neon glitters in it too. You'll see them appear as like a pink and sometimes a goldenrod yellow. You can kind of see it in between the flakes there, but I think what's going to take your eyes attention the most are the flakes. This is another one that you may or may not want to finish with a glitter smoother, just because this is not so much gritty in texture, but it does dry down quite thirsty. And lastly, we have the Upside Down. This is a black and blue jelly with shifting iridescent flakies and neon glitter mix. Another one of my top picks, and not just because of the inspiration, but I really liked the party appearance of the flakes, all that confetti sort of appearance against that black and blue base. This is another juicy sort of appearance when you finish with a glossy top coat, and it applies very well. I think 2 coats is going to be perfect. Just go in very carefully on your coats once again to prevent any sort of over buildup, as this is packed full of what I'm going to dub those confetti sort of flakes. Really fun. Definitely got this, again, party vibe sort of thing going on. Finish off with a glossy top coat to get it that nice glassy sort of effect, and you'll get that strong mosaic glass appearance. Now, again, I want to remind you guys the Halloween Horror Shop is limited edition in the fact that it's only limited to what's going to be available on launch. So if a color sells out, that is it. The 7th annual Horror Shop event will start on Friday, September 24th. That's this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Glam's website. I will link that below for you guys. Each individual polish in this release is going to be $12.50. However, there is the option to purchase the full set of all 20 shades for $2.50. I'm going to break all of this information down below in the description box, as well as link you guys to Glam's shop if you want to get in there, get that browser ready. Again, if it's any indication what the last several years have been like for this event, they sell out quickly, so I would not wait if you are wanting any of these. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.